Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your July 2016 general readings. I am using the Gilded Tarot deck as usual by my beloved artist Cyril Marchetti. I also have his Gilded Reverie Lenormand deck as well, and the artwork, of course, is stunning in that as well. I'm quite a fan of his. I will be doing the usual 8 card spread, 2 cards for each week with an additional ninth card as your crowning card representing the overall theme, general energy of the reading. Remember, these are general readings, so of course they won't apply or resonate the same for everyone who watches because there's so many of you and everybody's got such different things going on in their lives. So make sure you check your rising and your moon sign as well. They may resonate more applicably for you in different areas of your life, which is what I typically find for myself as well. So make sure to check all three at the beginning of every month and the mid-month readings if you follow them as well. Thank you for continuing to watch and listen and subscribe to my channel. Your love and feedback and support means quite a lot to me, and I'm very grateful for it. So thank you. You guys are so great with the feedback and the comments. Please keep those coming. I do read each and every one of them, even though, of course, I don't have the time to respond to all of them personally. But I particularly enjoy the ones that you send describing how the readings resonate so accurately in your life. So please keep those coming. And thank you to those of you who continue to keep me so very busy with personal one-on-one readings. Always an honor, always a pleasure, and you have my thanks and gratitude for the trust you place in me to interpret and intuit the cards for you. And thank you to all of my clients for continuing to update me on how those readings resonate for you as your lives all move forward. And if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading, you can click on the About button on my YouTube channel's homepage, which will give you some more information and detail about myself and the services I offer. And you will also find my email address there, which is Maggie, the number 1, McGuire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to do a reading with you. Personal one-on-one readings are my favorite things to do. So if you're interested, send me an email and we will go from there. I do readings full time, so I'm able to get back with you quite quickly and to set up readings in a pretty timely fashion. My current turnaround time is almost always within a week, sometimes within 1 to 4 or 5 days, depending on scheduling, and sometimes people reschedule so I can fit people in at the last minute as well. But if you're interested, send me an email and we'll go from there. So let's get right into this. This reading is for Aries for July 2016. Aries, July 2016. What does the beautiful month of July hold for the fiery, feisty fire sign of Aries? My adventure seekers, the babies of the zodiac, Aries. The restless one sometimes. Aries, July 2016. What does the month of July 2016 hold for the Aries? Okay. We start with the Eight of Wands, followed by the Ten of Swords, the Seven of Swords, followed by the Five of Cups, the King of Wands, followed by the Knight of Wands, the Chariot, followed by the Eight of Cups. And from the bottom of the deck, your overall crowning card, general energy, and theme of the reading is the Ten of Wands. Let's just take a look, Aries. This looks like a fairly intense reading. Okay, let's begin. We find ourselves at the beginning of July 2016, Aries, with the Eight of Wands, followed by the Ten of Swords. So the Eight of Wands. Wands is a suit governed by fire and air, dynamic combination, dynamic suit, all about change, movement, action, power, forward momentum. And The Eight of Wands is a card primarily about communications. It can also signify travel as well, but I'm feeling for you, Aries, this is more about communication. Communication flowing pretty swiftly back and forth. This can also represent communication that hasn't arrived yet but is coming. You can see that the wands have already left their point of origin and they're already en route. This is information for some of you that is coming. For others of you, and I feel like actually for a lot of you watching, for maybe for most of you watching, that this is communications you've already received. It could be maybe in the last half of June or just even in the last few days. I feel like for most of you, this is information you've already received, but it's communication messages received about, I feel like someone has hurt you or betrayed you in the recent past. I feel very recently. Although for some of you, this could be maybe not quite so recent, but it still feels for some reason the energies are still feeling quite fresh, or it could have happened a while ago and something happened to just perhaps you saw the person that hurt you, something happened to kind of bring it up again. But for a lot of you, I think this is something that's just recently happened. You're receiving these communications, you found out something, some kind of information, which leads us to the Ten of Swords. Now, Swords is governed by the element of air, so the suit of Swords is all about our words and our ideas. It's about our mental outlook, perspective, belief systems, how we look at things. It's all about what goes on up here. And the Ten of Swords, you actually have two tens in this reading. Your crowning card is the Ten of Wands. Tens represent something ending, a cycle ending, something coming full circle, the culmination of something. And the Ten of Swords, I've heard referred to often as the stabbed in the back card. It represents deep emotional pain. Um, Whatever it is, this communication that you've received recently or are still feeling the energies of Aries, somebody's hurt you, but it's left you this message, this information that you got left you feeling betrayed. The energy of the Ten of Swords is a feeling of betrayal, of loss, of an almost crushing sense of disappointment, of heartbreak, of heartache, but something unexpected, something you didn't see coming. And I feel like for a lot of you, I mean, it could resonate. It could be an actual person in a relationship. This could be in a love romance based relationship. This could be a close friend, a family member. Even in business and career, this could represent feeling betrayed or feeling, if you were passed over for a promotion you were really invested in, or perhaps you were let go from a job or fired. Whatever the situation is, it's going to play out differently for everyone, of course. Whatever this message, this information that you've received has left you feeling betrayed, deeply disappointed, and it was something that you didn't expect. And I'm sorry to see that for you, Aries. And it feels like whatever whatever the specific source of this Ten of Swords was, this information that you received about it, for a lot of you, it was about feeling taken advantage of, or perhaps some of you were stolen from in some way or exploited, because right next to that, we have the Seven of Swords paired with the Five of Cups. So again, that mental, cerebral sword energy, air energy. The Seven of Swords is a card that's referred to sometimes as the thief card. On a positive note, this could just represent needing to be very clever about how you go about doing something, coming up with an unusual solution. Uh, but it often refers to somebody taking from you in some sense. Of course, you could be the one being taken from, or you could be the one doing the taking. But I feel this is something that's happened, that's been external happening to you. Um, so the Seven of Swords represents feeling, it could represent an actual tangible theft, like somebody stealing money from you, stealing property, taking from you in some way. The energy is feeling taken from, depleted, exploited, taken advantage of, whether in a very tangible sense or in a more even emotional sense. Somebody just taking from you over and over again, leaving you feeling depleted, cheated somehow. Again, and it kind of follows that energy of the Ten of Swords of feeling betrayed. I feel like for a lot of you, this was someone close to you. Some of you, again, this could represent a business related situation situation, but I feel like for a lot of you, this relationship was personal. Again, whether it was a romance partner, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, a close friend, a best friend, a family member, etc., someone you weren't expecting it from, and they have left you feeling as if perhaps they stole from you, they took advantage of you, they exploited you somehow. You feel cheated, as if you've been robbed of something, and you're quite focused on it. And some of you may feel like this person has just gotten away with it, because you can see this man is pausing to stop in the doorway, and to look over his shoulder with the sneaky, smarmy look, as if to say, "Look what I'm getting away with in broad daylight, no less." However it plays out for you, it's left you feeling cheated, robbed, taken advantage of, stolen from in some way. And you're really focused on what it is that's been taken from you, what you've lost, what you feel has been taken from you, because that 7 of Swords is accompanied by the 5 of Cups. So this is emotional, very emotional for you as well. Cups is governed by the suit of water, and it's the element of water, and it's all about that watery mercurial world of emotions, feelings. It can also represent love and relationships as well. And you can see this man is sunk down on his knees in the grass, and he's really grieving over what he's lost. These 3 goblets that are next to him tipped over and spilled out in the grass. That's what he's focused on. All his mental and emotional energy is focused on what's spilled out, what he's lost, what's been taken from him. But this isn't the 3 of Cups, it's the 5 of Cups. Right behind him are still these 2 beautiful goblets, still upright, still full, but he's not noticing them. He can't even see them because his back is turned to them, because he's totally focused only on his loss. And it's interesting because paired with the 7 of Swords, I mean, this thief, this person, whatever it is that these swords represent being taken from in your life, Taurus, he's taken a lot, but hasn't taken all. There's still some left behind, and it echoes this 5 of Cups here. There is still 2 cups left behind, still there. So the advice that I'm getting from this combination of cards is, even though, Taurus, it feels like, again, someone's taken from you, whether it's in a very tangible way or in a more mental, emotional way, um, they haven't managed to take everything. There are still beautiful things in your life. There's still positive things in your life, still blessings, still opportunities forthcoming. And the advice is to try, if at all possible, although it feels quite emotional, to not spend focus all of your mental and emotional energy. Don't focus all your mental and emotional energy on what's been taken from you, on what you've lost, but still recognize that they didn't take everything. They didn't destroy you. You're still there, you're still alive and breathing. You still have there are still blessings in your life. So try to not to focus all of your energy um, on all of the negative aspects of the situation. Something I want to point out about this 10 of Swords too is, regardless of how traumatic this has been, how painful and how betrayed, the 10s represent the end. It's not going to get any worse. The worst has already happened. And the positive energy to the 10 of Swords is that whatever violence happened at this scene to cause this man to be face down in the ground, it's over. The sun is rising in the background again, implying a new day is dawning. The birds are flying in the air above again. The animals are returning to the scene. So, whatever it is that's happened, Taurus, the advice is it's over. It's not going to happen again. Um, Life is still meant to be lived. You still have blessings in your life. And again, a strong advice to not get stuck in the negative energy and focusing only on what's been lost and been taken from you, particularly for those of you for whom this situation happened a while ago and the energies are still fresh for you. Because the advice, the theme throughout this reading is that it's time for you to take matters into your own hands, to take back your own power, your own life, and to move on and move forward into a bright new future. Because right next to that, we have the King of Wands, you, Aries, the King of Wands, paired with the Knight of Wands. So this is you. This is your energy, Aries. This beautiful fire energy, the King of Wands. He's reached the mastery of his suit, which is what kings and queens represent. This is somebody who's very action-oriented, dynamic, enthusiastic, creative, passionate, good at delegating, good at inspiring other people to get it done. This is someone who doesn't rest on his laurels for very long. This is someone who wouldn't allow himself to get stuck in this energy for too long. There is there is a time to honor and reflect on pain, particularly in experiences of our past, particularly in situations where we were in a situation where somebody took advantage of us, they hurt us. There is a time that I think is appropriate to reflect on that, to learn what lessons we can. But then there's a time that we have to move on. I feel like this person made you feel like a victim. Took advantage of you, but this energy of the King of Wands, strong message to be who you are, draw on those qualities, those energies of the King of Wands to take back your own power, to realize that they didn't take everything from you, they didn't destroy you. You are still a strong, powerful, beautiful person, and it's time to manifest that energy and to move forward because that Knight of Wands is paired with that King of Wands is paired with the Knight of Wands. This is the action side of it. And the court cards, they all begin at pages. We all begin at pages in our evolutionary process. Pages are the ones that birth the ideas, conceive the ideas, come up with things. And then the knights come charging in because that's what knights do. They come charging in and they begin to put the action behind that. They take that idea, that dream, and they put the manifesting energy behind it to begin to make it reality. And then the queens come in with that nurturing, sustaining, feeding energy to grow it, and the kings kind of wrap it all up together. So this is about taking action. This is about moving forward. And for some of you, I think for a lot of you, however this plays out specifically in your life, it's about standing up, going, okay, this is what happened, but I'm taking charge of my life again. I'm not a victim anymore. I'm going to move on. Uh, Own my own power, own my own loveliness and strength, and move on out and away from this because I feel like some of you have been stuck in this energy and just really focusing too much of that beautiful fire energy you have and feeling stuck in that. And it's about moving through, taking your power back, taking your life back, making a decision to move away from the situation, away from this person. And again, action oriented, moving away and forward because at or towards the end of July 2016, Aries, we have we have the Chariot card, Major Arcana card, powerful card, paired with the Eight of Cups. So the Chariot card, strong message from the divine, Major Arcana card. This is about the swift, powerful forward momentum of something, moving forward. It's also about the harnessing, the bringing together of a variety of disparate forces and harnessing them together to work in perfect unison and perfect harmony to propel this chariot forward. It's a card of success, it's a card of movement, and it's powerful. Again, King of Wands, Knight of Wands, the Chariot. Take back your own power, take back control of your own life, make the decision to cut your ties, let go of what is no longer serving you and what in fact has left you feeling taken advantage of, feeling like a victim, and move away from this. It's powerful. Because it's accompanied by the Eight of Cups, which is exactly what this man has done. This is a card of having made the decision to leave something behind. Why? Because it no longer serves you. It turned out to be something that it turned out to be what you thought it was one thing and it turned out to be something else. You can see on the ground behind this man there are these 8 cups. Some of them are tipped over and spilled out and some of them are upright. The implication being that he has tasted and drunk from most if not all of these cups, and while he may have thought they were wonderful at first or found them distracting or thought it was what he wanted, at the end of the day, he was disappointed by him, disillusioned by him, and he has made the decision, definitively made the decision to move away, to leave it behind. He has turned his back to it. He's dressed for travel. He has his hat on, his cloak on, his walking staff in his hand, and he's surveying the horizon, figuring out what direction he wants to go in. So it's about, again, taking back your power, getting up off the ground, brushing yourself off, realizing you're not destroyed. You're still you. You still have beautiful things in your life. Opportunities are still coming. You're making an empowered decision to move forward and away. And your crowning card echoes that too, Aries, because it is the 10 of Wands, your overall energy. Again, another 10. It's the end of a cycle. This is done. You are moving on. That's what the 10 of Wands represents. You can see this man is carrying these 10 wands, and it's heavy. It's a burden. Um, but he's at the end. He's at the 10. The end is in sight. His destination is just right here where he can lay the weight of these wands down, stand up and take a deep breath and be free from it. Again, being empowered, making the decision to take back your life, take back your power, realize you're not a victim, brush yourself off, be the phoenix rising from the ashes, and assertively and definitively draw on the manifesting fire energies that you already possess and move forward and away from the situation and into your own again, into the light again, Aries. So, Aries, I hope that you have enjoyed this reading. I hope you found it useful and helpful to you, and that it's brought you some wisdom and insight and clarity and some food for thought, particularly in healing and making some powerful decisions to just cut ties and move forward this month. I thank you so very much for watching it. And again, if any of you are interested in a one-on-one reading, just click on the About button on my YouTube channel's homepage, and you can email me directly at Maggie, the number one, McGuire at gmail.com. And I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the July 2016 mid-month readings. And until then, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life, Aries. See you soon. Bye.